I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with Pajami the Makeup Nurse. Today is First Impressions Friday and Flower Beauty. It's also Mutt Day, System Administrator Appreciation Day, Talk in an Elevator Day, Avocado Day, Raspberry Cake Day, and Get Gnarly Day. And if you want to join the Pajami Club, hit that subscribe button, sit back, get comfy, and let's get started. The riddle of today is, I can be rescued like a mutt, protected by a system administrator, started in an elevator, fueled by avocado, sweetened with raspberry cake, and strengthened by getting a little gnarly. What am I? Comment down below. And for Avocado Day, we're going to try this Volition Dewy Avocado Replenishing Moisturizer. I think it smells a little bit. I like it. And I don't know if it smells like avocado. I can't tell. Okay, it's not first impressions today for this, but it's Avocado Day, so I decided I'm going to use this avocado palette. I've probably used it once, maybe twice, so it's been a while. So let's go in with this shade here. I wish I had the names on it. And this is from Latin Beauty, I think it says. Yeah, Latin Beauty. So let's go in with this shade. I wish it had like more of a tan color for a transition shade, but that's okay. This is kind of like like the avocado pit, so it's got a little green to it, but brown. So we'll call this shade Pit. The seed. Okay, what shade should we go in with now? I guess this green shade, which is the avocado part. So we'll name that avocado. Oh, there's my scissors. Yesterday was a very long day. I'm so tired. I had tons of meetings. I had to do part of the FMEA because that's due like once every 18 months. You have to do one for the hospital, the regulatory requirement. So I got the first meeting done. It went well. I had 5 residents actually come to it. So and then some nurses. Okay, let's go in with this shade here. And we'll call that saturated fat. I wish there was like more shimmer shades. I mean, they have like the blue greenish ones, but avocados are like these blue ones. Now, instead of that, they could have put like brown or and like this purple pinky shade, like burgundy. What's with that? Okay, we're gonna use this shade now. I don't know, what should we name this? Oily. Okay, we're going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand High Blush. And this is in the shade Pink Gasm. One of these. Hopefully it's not. Like the Tarte one where it was broke. It's pretty. Very pretty. Okay, then we have our Flower Beauty Miracle Matte Universal Finishing Powder, and it's kind of broken, so be careful. Ooh, as I just said, I gotta be careful on that. I break it even more. Problem when it gets like that, then the chunks get in your brush. You gotta try to make it into a powder again. See, now it's streaking on my face. barely get my T-zone. Yep, all my stuff is broken, you know, because of travel. But move on. All right, this is the Heat Wave Luminous Bronzer in this shade Sunswept M1 from Flower Beauty. I don't have a new bronzer. I wasn't even gonna do a video today, but I'm like, Amy, you gotta do a video, and you gotta use some of this stuff, so, because I'm here till October now. Okay, then my Flower Beauty Flower Pots in the shade Sweet Pea BB1. Again, it's broken. Like all my Flower Beauty stuff is like broken. Then my broken Flower Beauty Pyramids highlighter. Okay, let's try this shade. But this is like peel or shell of the avocado, something like that. I don't know. Okay, then let's use the Flower Beauty brush to blend. Okay, then we're going to use this white shade. What do we call that? Like milk, or what do you have with avocado that's white? Cheese, like white mozzarella cheese. I'm not creative, and I gotta come up with the names because they don't have names on here. The other day, you know, for Cheesecake Day, when I was at work after I filmed, and I was like, well, it's Cheesecake Day, so I have cheesecake smelling stuff on my base. Well, then later, and they kind of looked at me weird. Well, then one of my coworkers, we bent down to look at something. I think it was the printer, and we were both, there. She goes, "Oh, I do smell cheesecake on your face." Like, well, it could be worse. All right, this is the other one that we did last week, the Toy Factory Naya Lip, and this is in Deep Seek. I did like the other one. How it went on. The other one was lighter. This one is darker, so I like that. Shows up a little bit more. And then I can't find a new lipstick. I'm just going to use the Flower Pout in Barrymore. And it's broken. Huh. Bet that doesn't surprise you. That's okay, it's still useful. Let's see if I can get one more use of this setting spray. This is the Flower Seal, the Dehydrating Setting Spray. And I did. You don't know how many more uses I can get out of it. Alright, this is it for First Impressions Friday. I already told you what I thought as I went on, but yeah, I didn't have too many things, but things I did do, it was alright. Palette could obviously be better. I already told you what I would like better on it. Alright, July 31st, this day in history, 1991, START I Treaty signed. U.S. President George H.W. Bush and Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev signed the Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, initiating the largest conversion of nuclear weapons in Cold War history. 1971, first lunar rover drive. Astronauts David Scott and James Irwin rode aboard the lunar roving vehicle during the Apollo 15 mission, making it the first time humans drove a motorized vehicle on the moon. 1492, Alhambra Decree takes effect. The formal edict issued by Spain's Catholic monarchs Isabella I and Ferdinand II went into full force, systemically expelling all practicing Jews from Spain. 1941, the final solution outlined. Nazi official Hermann Göring ordered SS General Reinhard Heydrich to prepare a comprehensive plan for the mass genocide of European Jews. Holy cow, people were mean on this day. 1790, first U.S. patent issued. The U.S. government officially granted its very first patent to Samuel Hopkins for developing an enhanced process to manufacture potash, a key industrial fertilizer. 1999, Lunar Prospector intentional crash. NASA purposefully crashed its robotic probe into a dark crater near the moon's south pole in an effort to detect evidence of subsurface water ice. In 1964, Ranger 7 impacts Moon. The automated NASA spacecraft successfully transmitted over 4,300 high-resolution close-up television photographs of the lunar surface back to Earth before crashing as planned. And some birthdays are from J.K. Rowling in 1965, record-shattering British author who achieved global literary immortality by creating the beloved Harry Potter fantasy universe. Milton Friedman in 1912, influential Nobel Prize-winning American economist and intellectual who pioneered monetarism and strongly advocated for free market capitalism. Wesley Snipes in 1962, acclaimed American actor, martial artist, and producer who achieved global action stardom, anchoring the blockbuster Blade superhero film trilogy. Yvonne Goolagong Cawley in 1951, trailblazing Australian tennis icon and former world number one who captured 7 Grand Slam singles titles during her decorated career. Mark Cuban in 1958, billionaire American entrepreneur, television personality Shark Tank, and prominent former majority owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks. Some unfortunate deaths. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry in 1944, the aristocrat, French aviator, and beloved author who penned the timeless classic The Little Prince, vanished over the Mediterranean while flying a World War II reconnaissance mission. Andrew Johnson in 1875, the 17th president of the U.S., who assumed office following Abraham Lincoln's assassination and became the first president to be impeached, succumbed to a stroke at age 66. Bill Russell in 2022, Hall of Fame basketball center, civil rights pioneer, and Boston Celtics legend who won a record-shattering 11 NBA championships as a player and coach. Franz Liszt in 1886, virtuoso Hungarian composer, conductor, and the premier pianist of the Romantic era, whose showmanship ignited a fanatical European craze known as Listomania. Ignatius of Loyola in 1556, Spanish theologian and priest who co-founded the Society of Jesus, or the Jesuits, and served as its first superior general. All right, and today's quote comes from Neil Donald Walsh. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And remember, don't wake up and choose violence, choose kindness, and see you next time. Bye!